Suddenly the Tictac appears over O'Hare Airport, Chicago, Illinois. What would happen? This is a classic thought experiment I think you'll find intriguing. An alien spaceship from a distant planet comes all the way to Earth and appears over Chicago O'Hare. How would that go down? Well, first of all, it wouldn't be a surprise. Many NATO countries have Earth-based space radar that are looking for anything in our solar system approaching Earth. I mean, obviously we're looking for asteroids, but we're also tracking an enemy's satellites and seeing anything that's in space. So if a strange craft did approach Earth and descend through our atmosphere over Illinois, it would be flagged in advance. So just as Commander Fravor and Dietrich saw the Tic-Tac from their F-18 off the coast of San Diego, let's imagine who would see the Tic-Tac over O'Hare Airport. Well, it would be seen by airline pilots in commercial aircraft with hundreds of people. Chicago Center, which is the Midwest's regional radar facility, would be tracking it and flagging it. If and when Center saw it obviously heading towards O'Hare, they would call the tower and local radar would pick it up. Airline pilots would see it, eyes on the ground would see it, and immediately the airspace would be shut. There would be a ground stop of all operations on the field, and all incoming aircraft would be diverted to other airports.
The FAA Class B airspace over O'Hare would be closed down.
So the Tic-Tac quickly descends, hovers over the ground, and flies away, or whatever it does. It would be a major flight safety incident. And just the same as the Tic-Tac, but this time in Britain, the Calvine object is seen hovering over Luton Airport. EasyJet, Ryanair, other airlines are disrupted. A ground stop would be implemented, this time by the CAA, the British FAA. No aircraft would take off, and all incoming aircraft would be diverted. This is a very likely scenario. An alien craft, a UFO, coming to Earth somehow. Maybe it's multidimensional, maybe it's a time traveler, or maybe it's a physical craft that flies through space and time. I don't know. What would they be doing here, and where would they go? Well, they would go wherever they want to go. They possibly have an agenda to observe Earth, probably over or near a big city, because there's a lot of us, if that's what they're interested in. And quite likely there would be multiple craft. It might even be an invasion. So the Tic-Tac or the Calvine object would be seen in Namibia and Australia and Canada and all over the planet, as everybody throughout Earth sees similar craft appearing or popping up in their skies. But in the Tic-Tac case and the Calvine case, that didn't happen. No, the Tic-Tac was seen in a military operational area, normally closed to civil aviation traffic. That MOA publishes rules that says you as a defence contractor can test advanced propulsion vehicles inside these boundaries from subsea to space. And multiple agencies can use the MOA at the same time. I did a video about that. That's absolutely true. So it's quite possible that the Navy and a defence contractor could be using the same closed airspace at the same time. Why would they do that? Well, just for air safety reasons and not to get their pants sewed off. I mean, if you have an exotic test vehicle, stuff that most people don't know about, and I'm not saying the Tic-Tac was one of those, but I think there's a good clue in where it was seen. You as the defence contractor would not fly it, as I've just said, over O'Hare Airport or in Britain over Luton. You would fly it in somewhere called a military operational area, and you're safely cocooned from other commercial aircraft. You really don't want to disrupt passengers on commercial aircraft. That goes down very badly. So why would a time-traveling, space-distorting, advanced alien craft appear almost exclusively in an area? And I'm specifically talking about the Tic-Tac. I'm not talking about all UFOs. UFOs are seen all over the world. They're much more likely to be exotic. I'm specifically talking about the Tic-Tac object. It was only seen off the coast of San Diego in a military operational area, because whoever it was, aliens? I doubt it. Probably humans didn't want to get into trouble with the FAA and crash into a 737. No. And that's exactly what happened in the Calvine case. The Calvine UFO, whatever it was, if it was an alien craft, only was seen in the Lower Scottish Highlands military operational test area, safe from commercial jet traffic. The alien wouldn't go there. They would appear over Trafalgar Square or Paris or all over the world. Why was very specifically the Tictac, not all UFOs, but why was the Tictac seen in a military operational area off San Diego? And why was the Calvine object only seen in the southern Scottish low-level flight training area? Very smart aliens. Where am I going with this? Well, it doesn't disprove that they're extraterrestrials, that they're UFOs, or they're objects that we don't know about. That's very true. But for some reason, both those specific craft, and please don't lump in every craft, because I know there's UFOs seen all over the world. For some reason, both those specific craft, the Tictac and the Calvine object, were seen in controlled military operational test zones. I think it's a big clue, but the truth is still out there.